Hello everybody, what is up? This is I'm back once again to cast some awesome Starcraft 2 action. And I know I've been missing for a little bit, and I haven't done like any games on Casted or on my channel. So I'm happy to be back, and in lieu of that, we're just going to jump right in so we can get into a game. And hopefully I can do a couple of these today, and my camera has already freaked out. There we go, good start so far, Jordan. Here we are in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, Daybreak. It is the Red Terran from EG's raid call, EGDemuslim. And his blue opponent, the Terran player, up here in the top right-hand corner of the map. We have, from EG's raid call, Puma. And Puma, look at your hockey, son. 1 through 0, with the exception of SCV. Oh, man. That's spam, bro. That's spam. But, yeah, why haven't I been casting? Because some real-life stuff happened. And I've been busy and kind of just, like, bleh with that. So I'm starting to, like, just decide that I want to do the things I enjoy, like play Starcraft and Magic and all those things, and put out some videos. Also, been kind of busy with a couple of other projects. I am a caster now, as we see a gas first, actually, out of EG's Puma. So really interesting there. Very early gas, very indicative of a Hellion opening there. But, what are we going to see down over here? Just the bear explaining down on 13. But, yeah, so I am a caster for the Collegiate Star League, the CSL. Which you can find on cstarleague.com, and that's a fantastic league that will really highlight amateur play, and you should certainly go check them out. As we see, looks like EGDemuslim is going to go ahead and throw down a command center, a 14cc right there, and very early command center out of him. And it's things like this. I wonder if they practice this. If EGDemuslim says, "Well, I can get away with command center first against Puma based on what I see in practice," and maybe Puma is metagaming him a little bit with this gas first, which is really indicative, as we said, of really aggressive Blue Flame Hellions. Or maybe even EGDemuslim's doing the metagaming where Puma goes, okay, he always one-racks fast expands, or always Banshees transitions into an expansion. And Muslims say, no, I'm going to do my own thing this time. But yeah, caster for the Star League, and then I'm also a caster for the Semi-Pro Gaming League, which is another tournament highlighting amateur play. You should go check them out on spgl.tv. And there was a link to all of our work on there. I cast the Midwest region, which is a national tournament, by the way. I cast that with Metal Teeth 9 over there. You can check out his YouTube, Metal Teeth 9, and Twitter, Metal Teeth 9. Pretty good caster out of the same region I am, out of Ohio. So certainly check out that work. I will be doing more stuff with this stream now that I am done working for the summer, which is a big hurrah, and I am done with any kind of commitment for the summer. Any kind of people I was committed to, I am no longer committed to, so I can just kind of cast my life away, which I'm completely excited about. So we will be seeing a lot more content out of I'mJerman.tv, and I might actually end up buying that username, that domain name, as we see in SCV actually get in here and gonna get a full scout. He's not gonna see anything out of the ordinary, but that is just as important as seeing something very out of the ordinary. Puma's gonna realize, okay, this is a standard command center first. And the gas is actually being immediately taken by EGDemuslim. Very nicely done to hold off on taking those gas. I like that a lot because that just says here, he concealed the information and then built the tech. Very good advanced play there. We do see Puma's first Hellion is out on the map, scouring around, and it is going to take out her SCV already. And we did see the 1-1-1 play, actually, not the early Hellion play that we were expecting. And we did see the 1-1-1 with the Banshee on the way. These will be cloakless Banshees, so this is not like some kind of massive heavy aggression. And we do see Puma already placed down here to build a command center. Already in position to build that as soon as he hits up to 400 minerals. Now these two Hellions are going to come up here. The bunker should be enough to ward these away, and it is for now. But maybe he will decide to run these right on up. More Hellions are joining the fray. First Banshee is out and on its way across the map here. And is there anything to really deal with these back here? No. No engineering bay. Just now finishing up. So the turrets are a little bit away. And there it is. First turret is now being planted down. And I'm curious if this was actually scouted. No. He's just kind of playing off of what he knows about his opponent. First Banshee is in, and it's going to start picking off workers. One worker down, and all the workers are kind of huddled around that turret. Going to make sure it gets finished. But how many workers will die in the meantime? He needs to get up to at least 6 to make it worth it. Going to get 5, 6 workers. 6 kills as my computer lags a little bit there. I hope you guys didn't see that. And this Banshee doing a lot of work. These Marines who know they cannot engage. 4 Marines still sitting down here in the bunker. This Banshee all the way up to 7 kills already, picking off so many Marines. Certainly worth its weight in gold. 9 kills, 10 kills. Will it get away? Well, doesn't he need to get away? 11, 12 kills. Such an effective Banshee. I'll stop counting, but even still, this Banshee certainly worth it for EGDemuslim. Or for Puma, excuse me. And that's going to die. That supply depot there. No, will get healed, but these Marines finally do take it out. But how many workers were killed? That's an important 10 workers killed. And what is the worker count currently? As we do see the Hellions did sneak around into here, and oh my gosh, very good positioning there by Puma to realize that his opponent probably distracted, even as I was distracted. Didn't get too many kills off in that little bit there. But what's the worker supply? 25 to 30, 5 workers advantage. Not that big of a deal given all the workers that were killed, but it helped Puma make up for this command center first play here. Puma was a little bit behind until he went in and did all that worker damage. Now his second command center is up. He should be able to keep his advantage just fine and lead himself into a long game economic advantage here. What's going on in the upgrade department? Combat shields is about to finish, as well as +1 infantry level weapons. And that will make those Marines 1-0. What are the Marines looking like here out of Puma? They are 0-0. Combat shield is just now on the way. Stim pack is finished now for the Terran player Puma here. And I realize that I can't say Terran player because they're both Terrans. And I can't say the EG player because they're both EG's raid call. So I don't know what to say. This Hellion is going to come up here and do a little bit of poking around, as we do have a drop come down here inside the main of EGDemuslim. EGDemuslim should have scouted this by now, and he is going to come up here, and a lot of workers are going to fall. And lots of workers are actually done, a lot more than one you would have thought. And oh, will this medevac get picked off? No, it will not. It will get away just barely. We do have another medevac up there for the lulz. Or is this actually, is he going to load up into the other medevac? Tell me he's going to load up into the other medevac. That would simply make my day. No, that medevac's just here to burn some energy. And they're actually all just going to go home. 2 Marines do control this watchtower right out here. +1 is done for EGDemuslim's Marines here. And no upgrades are finished for the Marines of Puma except for combat shield and stim pack. So, well, those are 2 big upgrades, right? I shouldn't say just combat shield and stim pack, because those are 2 pretty EMBA upgrades. But we do see the 3rd command center from Puma now being thrown down. And look at his infrastructure. What's he doing in here? Lots of barracks play. Going to just transition into a Marine tank medevac. Very standard TVT composition that looks exactly like what Puma's going to go into. We are going to see that very standard TVT. Could see a very split map scenario. And keep in mind, this is not the GSL version of this map. GSL version has a rich Vespian geyser here on these bases, and that is not where you want to be. This isn't a big important base in this map anymore. So we do see a push out here from EGDemuslim. EGDemuslim moving out across the map with these +1 Marines. +1 shields is on the way for him. Won't be finished in time for this attack, but +1 shields may be finished in time for Puma if he can hold off here. 2 Marines skirting around on the outside, checking out for drops. Gonna die. Pretty painful, actually. And let's see here. What do we have going on? The siege mode is not yet done for Puma. What does the Marine count look like here for Puma? 34 to 27 in favor of EGDemuslim, and EGDemuslim with the upgrade advantage, actually. So if this came down to it right now, given equal control, we would see that EGDemuslim would pull ahead. Scan going down on top of the army. Puma realizing, okay, I might be in trouble here. But lots of medevacs actually out for Puma, a little bit more than for EGDemuslim. I'm going to swoop around to the side. Actually, these 2 Marines are going to get out here and realize there's nothing doing. And will that cue Puma to swing his army into position? And we'll call him to back up and get his army into a little bit better shape. 2 medevacs kind of skirt around here. Nothing really going on. Puma and EGDemuslim just dancing at the moment. +2/+2 is on the way for Puma. So Puma with the upgrade advantage on these Marines now. And just look what a little bit of time can do for a player in terms of upgrades. Puma was behind in upgrades, and now EGDemuslim, the one being behind in upgrades, he's going to be at 1-1 here very shortly, but his 2-2 will be significantly behind that of his opponent. Siege tech mode for EGDemuslim now significantly behind his opponent. And, I mean, economically, 66 to 46 in the army supply now in favor of Puma. Worker supply up by 7 is Puma. So Puma in a pretty commanding position. I mean, the supply count tells the tale. 127 to 98 is the supply count. The Muslim going to go ahead and take his own third base. Both players grabbing their thirds at relatively the same time, actually. You could tell that they trained together or are both very standard players because those thirds went down pretty much equally. We do see the scan from Puma going down here saying, hey, your third's down too. Well, sweet. At least I'm not behind. And at least we're tied in that front. And I think Puma, being the player that he is, being the back-to-back national season champion, has to realize that he's in a pretty good position here. Keep in mind, this is game 1 of 3 between a match of these players in the most recent IEM in the month of August 2012. I only say August 2012 because I forget the actual city that the tournament is located in, as we do have a drop from Puma up here around the side of the map. Will it get scouted by this Mariner? And let's see here. I don't think it is. It's not going to get scouted. It's actually going to go all the way around. Very nicely done there by Puma to scout out around that SCV, or that Marine, excuse me. We do have the Muslim moving out too, and this will be really bad if he moves out across the map. Puma moving out across the map as well. Actually, this medevac is just hiding out back there right now. And where's this army going to go? Is this army looking to engage here? And it looks like the Muslim is going to be the first to siege up, and that will cause Puma to back up a little bit here. No, he's going to come down here and engage. 145 to 165, big tank shots. Puma does not want to engage down that. We do have the drop going down here, over here at the third base of the Muslim. And there is nothing back here. All these workers could fall. Will the Muslim pull in time? The Muslim not reacting at all. All of these workers are going to fall. Absolutely everything. Marines not back here in time. And how many workers were killed there? 29 workers have been killed totally. And look, this gives Puma the time to move into position. And it's a Muslim GG's. What great play from Puma. What? Guys. His army. Okay, I'll bring him back up the game. His army was like all the way over here. And he's just like, I know you're going to pull back. Look at what moving your entire army back can do. I mean, you only needed to bring back that, like what's highlighted down here, to deal with this effectively. Granted, you lost a lot of workers, and that's GGable enough, but oh gosh, never bring your entire army. The Muslim made that crucial mistake. But still, what a sick play from Puma. Ugh. Ugh. That was just game 1. We had at least one more. It's like at least one more, okay? At most 2 more. I don't know why I just can't do this. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter at I'mJerman, and subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/I'mJerman040991. You're watching it on YouTube, so just subscribe. I'm thinking about writing the domain name I'mJerman.tv, because that'd be sick. It's a little expensive. .tvs are like $25 for a year. But any other shout-outs? CSL, CStarLeague.com, and SPGL.tv. Go check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.